The quiet spring evening in Norton Shores, Michigan, should have been uneventful. Yet on the 26th of April 2013, the night took a chilling turn when 25-year-old Jessica Hiringa vanished without a trace. A devoted mother to her 3-year-old son and a loving fiancé, Jessica was known for her kindness and dedication to her family. She worked hard at the local Exxon gas station, simply wanting to provide a stable life for the people she loved most. That night, Jessica was finishing her shift, preparing to close the small gas station where she worked. Unlike larger, more modern stations, this Exxon had no security cameras, a detail that would later hinder investigators and deepen the mystery. At around 10:55 p.m., just before closing time, customers arrived and found the station eerily empty. Jessica was gone. Her car, purse, and even her cigarettes were left behind. The cash register remained untouched. From the very beginning, one fact was undeniable: Jessica had not walked away willingly. Whatever happened to her had unfolded in a matter of moments, and it would haunt the community for years to come. Witnesses later came forward, recalling a silver minivan in the area that evening. Some said they saw a man lingering near the station, described as stocky, with light-colored hair. Others reported hearing a noise like a gunshot or loud bang. The accounts varied, but they all pointed to the same horrifying conclusion: Jessica had been taken. Her disappearance sent shockwaves through Norton Shores and beyond. Jessica's family launched a desperate search, handing out flyers, organizing vigils, and pleading for information. Her mother, father, and fiancé appeared in press conferences, their faces etched with exhaustion and grief, asking anyone with knowledge to come forward. The community rallied together, hoping for a break. But as days turned into weeks and weeks into months, answers remained elusive.
25-year-old mother was working here at this Exxon gas station when police say she was abducted last Friday night. Here's what we know about the case. No one's seen her since. She vanished and disappeared into thin air. Tonight, though, we have new evidence in this case. The first piece of video potentially showing the suspect's vehicle. Here's what we know. The surveillance video was taken at the Old Homestead Tavern on Grand Haven Road.
Here it goes. It's hard to see and it is blurry, but Norton Shores police say it confirms some of what little information they have in a case that's becoming more and more desperate with every passing moment.
It does give us some hope that we've got some accurate information out there to work with.
Management at the bar tells us that the timestamp on the video is off by several minutes, but police say the van is seen driving by the Old Homestead Bar about a mile away from the ExxonMobil, north on Grand Haven Road.
Investigators worked tirelessly, following leads and chasing tips. They interviewed potential suspects, canvassed neighborhoods, and searched wooded areas. The lack of security footage at the gas station made everything harder. Detectives knew that Jessica had not left voluntarily, but proving what happened was another matter. With no body, no crime scene, and little forensic evidence, the case grew cold.
We want to help, so please tell us, did she, your fiancée, Jessica, have anybody who was bothering her, stalking her, a customer who kept hanging around? Did she ever say anything?
Not to the aspect of someone so much bothering her. There was people that hung up out there that were friends of hers. I'm not quite sure who everybody was. It was a work environment. So I'm not quite clear, but she never expressed anything about a specific person or nothing.
But in the shadows of this uncertainty, a name began to emerge, a man who would later be linked not only to Jessica's disappearance but to other crimes as well. His name was Jeffrey Willis. Willis was a local resident, known to some as a computer repairman, but his private life was far darker. He had a history of disturbing behavior, and as police dug deeper, they began to uncover a chilling portrait of a predator who had been hiding in plain sight. Willis was later connected to the 2014 attempted abduction of a teenage girl and the murder of a woman named Rebecca Blech in 2014. Evidence found in his home and van painted the picture of a man obsessed with kidnapping and violence. When Willis was arrested in 2016 for Blech's murder, investigators searched his van and computers. What they found was horrific: handcuffs, ropes, chains, a mask, syringes filled with liquid, and a trove of violent pornography, including materials depicting kidnapping and assault. Among the evidence was a file ominously labeled VIX, short for victims. In this file, there were references to Jessica Hiringa. It was the break investigators had been waiting for, though it came years too late to save Jessica. A key piece of testimony came from Willis's cousin, Kevin Bloom. Bloom eventually told investigators that Willis had confided in him, admitting to killing Jessica. According to Bloom, Willis abducted her from the gas station, took her to a garage, and shot her when she tried to escape. Her body, he claimed, was disposed of, though its exact location remains unknown to this day. The trial of Jeffrey Willis brought the horror of Jessica's last moments into sharp focus. Prosecutors presented evidence tying him to her disappearance, including witness accounts of his silver minivan and the disturbing items found in his possession. They argued that Jessica had been targeted, stalked, and ultimately abducted by Willis in a carefully planned attack. The defense tried to cast doubt, pointing to the lack of a body and definitive forensic evidence. But the weight of the circumstantial evidence was overwhelming. In 2018, Willis was convicted of kidnapping and murdering Jessica Hiringa. He was already serving life sentences for the other crimes he committed, and this conviction ensured that he would never see freedom again. For Jessica's family, the conviction brought a measure of justice and painful closure. Her body was eventually discovered hidden inside the killer's house, a grim confirmation of their worst fears. While the truth has been uncovered, her loved ones continue to live with the lasting agony of her loss. Jessica's story is more than a true crime tale. It's a reminder of the vulnerabilities faced by women working late-night shifts, often alone and unprotected. Her disappearance raised questions about workplace safety, the importance of security cameras, and how communities can better protect their most vulnerable. In the years following her case, many gas stations and convenience stores increased surveillance and took stronger measures to protect their employees. For her son, who was only a toddler when his mother was taken, Jessica exists now in memories, photos, and the stories told by those who loved her. He is growing up without her, a painful reminder of the human cost of violence. Her family continues to keep her memory alive through vigils and advocacy, ensuring she is never forgotten. The haunting reality of Jessica's disappearance is the void it left behind. The unanswered questions still linger. What exactly happened in those final moments at the gas station? Did she realize what was coming? Did she fight? Did she scream? Did she hope that someone would come through the door and save her? The truth is locked away in the memories of one man, a man who has shown no remorse, and whose actions destroyed countless lives. Documentaries about Jessica Hiringa often focus on the resilience of her family and community, who never stopped searching, never stopped asking questions, and never stopped fighting for justice. Her story has been featured in national media, crime shows, and investigative reports, each one trying to piece together the puzzle of a young mother stolen from her child. The tragedy resonates because it could happen anywhere. Jessica wasn't living a high-risk lifestyle. She wasn't involved in anything dangerous. She was simply at work, doing her job, looking forward to going home to her family. That ordinariness is what makes her story so chilling. It underscores how random and senseless violence can be. More than a decade later, Jessica's name is still spoken in Norton Shores, and her face still appears on posters and social media pages dedicated to missing persons. The community that once prayed for her safe return now remembers her as a symbol of both loss and resilience. Her mother, in interviews, often speaks of Jessica's smile, her love for her son, and the future that was stolen. Her family describes the ache of celebrating birthdays and milestones without her. For them, justice in the courts is not the same as closure. There will always be an empty space, a haunting absence. Jessica's story remains etched in memory, both as a tragedy and as a stark reminder of life's fragility. It is also a call to awareness, a testament to resilience, and proof of the enduring power of love in the face of devastating loss. She was more than the victim of a crime. Her story continues to be told, not just as a tale of darkness, but as a lasting light in the lives of those who refuse to forget her.